Hello, Tina Tilton inside of the Taylor Tilton Hour. You're watching The Blend, where legends live. Now, today's show is going to be fun. I have tickets to give away to the Classic R&B Funk Tour. Remember, that happens Saturday, June 18th at the Showplace Arena at the Agri Center. And you can also go to my website and register for your chance to win tickets for you and a guest. My website is www.tinatilton.com. But I know you're asking, well, now tell me again, Tina Tilton, who's coming? Let me tell you, Larry Dodson, Climax, the Mary Jane Girls, Bunny DeBarge, Brick, of whom I will be interviewing tomorrow on Tina Tilton's The Blend. But right now, I have a classic and classy duo who gave us a lot of don'ts. Don't stop the music. Don't waste your time. You guys help me welcome Kevin Yarbrough and Elisa Peoples, better known as Yarbrough and Peoples.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey. I'm good. Welcome to The Blend, and thank you for being a guest on my show today. I had to do it. It was so funny because when I was reading the bio, and I said, of course, I remember the songs. Although I'm only 20 years old, I don't know how I remember that, but. But nonetheless, I said, don't stop the music. Don't waste your time. That sounds like me. Don't you put those shoes over there. Yep. Don't you run up those stairs.
Don't you do it.
Don't you do it. So don't you stop that music. And we haven't stopped it. So I thank you all for giving us such amazing music. But Dallas, Texas natives, huh?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
Born and raised, both of you. And you've been childhood friends. The two of you have known each other since childhood. But you gotta tell me how you met.
I've known her a long time.
We were little kids. We were very young kids when we met. And we've known each other. Yeah. And we've known each other all of our lives, even before we became a team together. We were always in and out of each other's lives, you know. And so it was destiny.
In the choir, we were the lead singers, and
And I was the keyboard player. Yeah. I would play for him.
Yeah.
Even though he could play, I still play for him.
But it sounds more like you guys were behind the scenes musically versus being in front vocally. That's kind of how you got started and how you met.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We were the young kids, so at that time. Young kids, we sat around, we listened to what everybody else did, and we learned. So that was what we did. I remember sitting in some of the Church of God in Christ conferences. I remember sitting behind the musicians, sitting behind Twinkie Clark, watching her play that organ. Oh my God. And learning from them and Caven.
Yeah, we had a chance to do with Leon Russell and be the background of that, during that time. Because we had our little separate times, but we still came back together as a duo.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that coming together. But you know what? And for some reason, I'm hearing like some static, and I hate that. But I'm hearing some static on your end.
Static.
Okay, well, we're gonna turn a fan on.
Let's turn a fan on.
Okay. Well, I don't want you to get too hot now. You got your church napkin?
Now I got my church napkin.
Okay. Well,
I got a dog barking out there too.
Well, I heard the puppy, so I'm not against that at all. But I'm not against anything that we're doing here because hey, I'm excited. But I just wanted to audibly sound well because I did hear some static when you two were talking.
What about now?
Yes, it is still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can't hear it on this end.
I may just have to ask, just for the sake of having a audibly clear interview, I may have to ask you guys to log back out and log back in. Log out and log back in. Because I don't know what could have happened.
Whatever we need to do because
yes,
we
ma'am.
don't hear anything on this end.
Okay. Yes, ma'am, I do. Okay, yeah, let's try that. Let's try that.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad
One more
today.
time. Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys.
There we go. So in the meantime, remember you guys to check out, or you can actually go to the website right now, because by chance, if by chance you don't get an opportunity to win tickets on Tina Tilton's The Blend at www.tinatilton.com by registering for your chance to win those 2 free tickets, you can always purchase your tickets by going online, www.classicrnbfunktour.com. That's the classic, CLASSICRN as in no, RNB funktour.com, and you can purchase those tickets for your chance to see Larry Dotson, Climax, the Mary Jane Girls, Bunny DeBarge, Brick, and none other than Yarbrough and Peoples, who are about to join me again on Tina Tilton's The Blend. We had some audio issues, and I want to make sure that we can all hear them very, very clearly. So again, and if there are any promoters that are watching, if you have an event coming up, please make sure that you contact us, www.tinatilton.com. Right now, let's welcome them back in. All right, I hear them clearly now. Yay,
Oh, okay.
yay, this is better.
Oh,
That's
really?
A lot better. Yes. Now,
Okay.
now, where's your wife? I wasn't supposed to say that yet.
No,
I gave it away.
I think she had to answer another line.
Another line?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to run it with you right now, Mr.
Here we go. Here she is.
Yeah, you guys sound great too.
Thank
Is
you.
that better?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Yay!
It's better. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, well, we'll just kind of pick up where we left off. I just gave the viewers again information on how they could get and purchase tickets to your upcoming concert that's happening here
Yes.
in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes.
And for the viewers, if you have any questions or comments for Yarbrough and Peoples, please make sure to hit us up on that comment section, and we'll see if we can pop it on the screen for you. But meantime, the Wilson brothers, tell me about them. Those Wilson brothers. Y'all had some future. I mean, some past.
Oh boy, we had a past. We had a beginning.
Yes.
We had a past.
An amazing ride.
Yeah.
An amazing ride.
Tell me about it.
Kaven already knew Charlie, and so it's really the beginning is his story because he already knew him. And
We
then
met
I came
on the Leon Russell tour when the Gap was backing up Leon Russell, and I was doing background for Leon Russell. So that I met Charlie. We met Charlie then. When Charlie came to Dallas, I made it a point to go down to see him, and he said, "Well, man, I'm gonna come by and see you tonight." We were playing in the club, and he came through, and he said, "You guys, I gotta introduce you to Lonnie Simmons." He introduced us to Lonnie Simmons. The rest became history because Lonnie said, "If you guys get to California, I may sign you." And we
did. Kaven's dad got him a Volkswagen, and my dad provided the gas. And we drove.
Which was $100.
We left with dreams and hopes and visions we never even thought about where you're gonna live.
You didn't? Wait a minute. How old were you two then?
I was actually 19, 20
Oh, Lord.
when we got
Yeah.
left. I hadn't been anywhere but in church.
And you took off in a $100 full tank of gas of Volkswagen, headed to Southern California.
We sort of had a plan, but let me tell you something. When you're 21, when you're 20, 19, whatever, and somebody as important as Charlie tells you, y'all get there.
Yeah.
You're
gone.
We're gone.
It was just we're gonna
we're
go,
out of there.
and we just believe. We believe, and we had praying parents,
Yeah.
and our parents kept us prayed up, and our pastor at that time was Elder Edward Calloway. He made sure that we were hooked up with a church there, so the foundation was set. All we had to do was get the deal and start working.
Okay.
And it was an amazing way that we got the deal.
And I must say, the deal didn't come immediately.
No, it wasn't.
It
was quicker.
It was a couple of years later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, about a year later.
Mhm.
About a year later, we had that struggle.
But while we were there, we had the most awesome opportunities because that's when we started singing background for the Gap Band.
Okay.
On Burned Rubber. Humping.
Outstanding.
On anything you can name, just about. Kaven and I are singing background, and so we got that. We learned from doing that. We learned.
I got to do my keyboard parts on everything back from Beeper Freak to what was it?
Yeah, Kaden was doing all those sounds.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Party Train.
The car
Yeah.
taking off on Burn Rubber.
On Burn Rubber.
That's,
Yeah.
That's my
was his
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
That's your
That was the car we came up there in.
Oh my goodness, are you for real?
Yeah.
Yeah. That oh man, again, classic information. Legends right here, you guys. Yarbrough and Peoples. Wow. So 2 years later, after playing gigs in Southern California, you guys signed with Total Experience Records.
Yes.
Made the chart-topping song "Don't Stop the Music."
Yes.
You kicked "Burn Rubber" on Me out of the top spot.
Yes, we
And I was
did.
like, what was that experience like? Did the Gap Band get mad at y'all?
Actually, they were happy for us, but
Good.
you know how that goes. No.
Uh-oh.
You know, there was a lot
Just
of
wondered, like,
there was a lot of comradeship back
Yeah.
in those days. And we did a lot of collaborations, you know, like Charlie sang on our record, we sang on his. So it was not a lot of, we weren't really going against each other. We were on the same tours. We were all trying to make everybody wanted everybody to succeed.
I'm gonna tell you who the victim was right there was Stevie Wonder,
why would you say that?
cause he was doing Happy Birthday that year.
Happy
Remember
birthday to
Stevie Wonder
Yeah,
came.
the Black People's Birthday song. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Stevie came in there with that.
that thing with the Gap and Yarbrough and Peoples, we kept going back and forth in that number one position for a while.
Yeah. Until the
That-
Godfather stepped in.
Until the Godfather. Well, that had to be fun. That had to be fun. But then in '84, you guys put out "Don't Waste Your Time."
Yeah.
In '86, you did "Guilty."
That did
I was like, whew, those are some great songs.
Number two.
Yeah, some real great songs. Who's responsible for writing all of these hits?
We wrote with Jonah Ellis. We wrote
And
"Don't
Jimmy
Stop the
Hamilton.
Music." Jimmy Hamilton wrote "Guilty."
Mhm.
"Don't Waste Your Time" was Jonah Ellis, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Jonah came with two good ones. When "Don't Stop the Music" came, it was actually "When the Music Stops."
It's-
Kaden and I rewrote the lyrics
And see if you,
to make it "Don't Stop the Music," and we changed the bass line. We changed the put in that clavinet line.
and don't waste your time. Jonah called himself teasing us because I was acting up and acting
He
silly.
thought he was young and cute.
You know, well,
Oh.
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I think you thought that too, Miss Peoples.
I was young and cute.
You remember that song, "Burn Rubber"? I was young and foolish. I didn't know what I was doing.
Okay, yes.
And then, of course, you remember "Don't Waste Your Time." She's my friend, and I tell you, she ain't no good.
Oh my gosh! I think that the line that said when I was talking to my husband this morning about who I was interviewing today, I said, I'm more tickled right now at this stage in life. They said just because it's 2 o'clock don't mean that we got to
Yeah,
stop.
you
I
bet.
said, yeah, I'm going to bed. I can't stay up to 2 o'clock.
That's it.
Well, all the clubs used to close at 2.
They
There
did?
was-
Okay.
There was nothing
I
else.
think it's
to
5
do.
now.
Yeah, or all night. They even have some
Okay.
all night ones.
Oh, I really can't do
where
it.
they stopped serving liquor and started making breakfast. Even there. But that was the thing with that was just because it's 2 o'clock, you can still don't have to close your doors. You can still party. You can still have a good time.
In other
Yeah.
words, saying just because it's 2 o'clock, I'll meet you in the parking lot.
Heaven, Jesus.
Oh, yeah, help him. and so you, Mr. Yarbrough, I would almost have to say you are pre T-Pain, because T-Pain must have got his robotic kind of
Exactly.
sound from you. And I'm just like, wow, the synthesizer thing really was big.
That's
Yeah.
why a lot of folks say, hey man, they got this new thing, T-Pain, they doing like you. I was like, yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Has he ever acknowledged you all for that?
No.
Not
No.
to our knowledge.
Not to that.
Not to our knowledge. But it's one of the things that we can say is that we had a specific sound and have been able to leave a legacy even while we're
Yes.
still going. we have had the ability and the blessing to be able to leave a legacy of sound.
Yeah.
And we hear it all over the place. All over the place, we hear it. Dum, 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 dum,
The drum beat of Don't Stop the Music.
all over the place.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and that lets us know that somebody's been listening.
Yes.
And it means something to somebody, and that means something to us.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a
One
dad
more
today.
time. Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys.
And again, if you're watching, if you have any comments for Yarbrough and Peoples, please hit us up in the comment section. But again, for my guest, in '87, you two became one. And so I'm like, how was the wedding? And did people even ever know that you guys were dating?
They thought it.
The only reason
Hollywood,
they thought
y'all
it
be hiding. They hide in Hollywood. Like
the only reason they thought that we were dating was because Kaden wouldn't let nobody talk to me.
Oh, you gave it away.
I almost had to beat y'all champ Sugar Ray up.
Oh no, oh no, not beat Sugar Ray up.
No, it was just being fun. It was just having fun.
No, I don't know. I can't believe him. I think Sugar Ray was flirting.
There
Yeah,
you
he's a
go.
woman.
There
So,
you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
but he didn't know that you two were dating.
I
So
ain't
that's
playing.
why I was like, did they
Yeah.
know? Did Hollywood know?
Wait a minute. He did after I told him.
Oh, okay.
Help me, Lord. Help
So
me.
in '87, you put a ring on it.
I'm gonna tell you.
That's what you did. I see it.
I'm gonna tell you who got me.
Who?
Roger Mosley. He said, say, man. I said, yeah. He said, is it true? Is it true? Are y'all just in it for the music? I said, yeah, man, we in this thing for the music.
Because that was the Jet magazine story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he said, well, good, let me go on over here and hit on this. I said, say, man, look at
See, that's when he started taking the story back. He started Lonnie, this is not, because Lonnie Simmons was like, you shouldn't let anybody know what your personal life is.
Yeah.
Keep all of that out of the spotlight and just do your music.
Don't let them know.
So that was kind of what we were trying to do, was just do the music, not really think about all that other stuff in between.
He was smart. He was smart, but he was funny.
But
he said,
it turned around.
Lord, you got the men with them pretty legs. And
Yeah.
Kaden, you just go out there and smile at them. And let them. I was like,
Let them see them dimples.
yeah.
Let 'em see the dimples. But in '87, you two couldn't keep it a secret any longer, huh?
Nah.
No.
Well, it was like everybody was feeling like both of us were available, and it was like, okay, it's getting a little bit too much. Let's just go on and he said, let's just go on and do this and get it and get it done.
Yes.
And that's
yes.
when we did it.
It was growing, and I'm gonna just on the note of seriousness. It was growing, and we were growing. We had to start, growing together and growing older together. So we felt like we had to be. I felt like it was time to be responsible. You know.
Okay.
And she had been. We had been together for so long that and don't nobody else want you after it's been so good.
Oh.
we was trying not to live a life of sin.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's good. Very commendable. Very commendable. Any children?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we got a grandbaby that just walked through here a moment ago. She sings and plays drums, 4 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, we do. We have awesome kids.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Well, this part of the show is what I call my uncommon question. Again, like I mentioned prior to us recording, and it's nothing that our program is not, raunchy or anything like that. But I do have an uncommon question for you.
Drum roll.
Since I jokingly stated in the opening that you guys gave us a lot of don'ts in your music, don't stop the music, don't waste your time.
Okay.
What's the one thing that you remember your parents telling you don't do, but you did it anyway?
Oh boy.
And I'll start with the lady, Mrs. Yarbrough.
I'll take either one.
Either one.
Okay. I'm proud of that people.
Come on, Miss Peoples. There, come on, ladies first. What is the one thing you remember your parents telling you don't do, but you did it anyway?
Don't have sex until you get married.
Oh Lord, I didn't think that was gonna come from any one of you, but okay. You were on the road. You were 19. Let me stop. That's not justifiable at all, is it? Okay.
It shocked everybody.
There we go. Oh, you said you shocked everybody. Yeah, you told me. I was not expecting that answer.
So everybody's always like, she's like the preacher. She's always talking about the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
But Kaven, when we moved to California and we moved away from Dallas, I had never been away from my family like that.
Right.
And I had a lot of anxiety, separation anxiety, a lot of things about leaving. Kaven and I actually had to move in together, and I had never lived with anyone but my parents before. Yeah. So my mom, she never wanted us to live together without being married.
Right.
And so I said having sex because I was trying to be funny, but it really was the living arrangement of living together without being married. Without being married,
yes, ma'am. Okay. Mr. Yarbrough, what do you remember? One thing.
I have a lot of don'ts.
Give me a one main don't that your parents said don't do it, but you did it anyway.
Don't go out there and try to make no living singing, boy.
Really?
Yes.
Your parents were against that?
They weren't against it.
They just didn't think it would be a viable way.
They just thought I was a better student. Yeah. They wanted me to go to school, and they didn't want me to do the music. But once Don't Stop the Music hit the thing, and they start seeing us grow in the seriousness of it. My father came to me and said, "I'm proud of you."
Yeah.
I'm proud of him. But that was the don't. Well,
he had to have been proud of you at 19 because he gave you a car with gas in it to go to California. So it's like,
see, they were supportive.
Okay.
That was the don't.
The don't. Yeah.
The don't.
I don't think you're gonna make it, son.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I think you should do this, and that was the don't.
Oh, wow. Again, man, you learn a lot on Tina Tilton's The Blend, don't you? See, that's why we have this show. Wow. Okay, so we know you have this upcoming tour that's coming up in Memphis.
Yes.
But I also read where Yarbrough and Peoples have a production company.
Absolutely.
Tell me about it.
We write and produce music on young upcoming artists. We write for other artists too. We've written and produced gospel songs on people like Tommy Young West, and we just write. We love writing music. We love producing music. I adore working with harmonies and vocals and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's what that production company, it allows us to write jingles and commercials and do commercials for television and radio. It allows us to put trade shows together for people like Frito-Lay and people like different corporations that are coming to town. It allows us to do those big major weddings.
We had a morning jingle package that ran for 10 years. It's number one.
It's number one.
Yeah,
it's the other parts of the business that you don't really see a lot of people doing that we absolutely adore doing.
Well, again, you guys got started in that music, piano, keyboard, and things of that nature, and then Mr. Yarbrough went into his synthesizer T-Pain mode. Okay. Again, T-Pain was after you. I'm gonna give you credit where credit is due.
They call me the noise guy around the place.
Yeah, the noise guy.
The noise guy has some kind of sound.
That noise is
Comcast.
still alive today, though, and we appreciate you so much. And personally, I appreciate you and thank you for being on Tina Tilton's The Blend. You guys,
Thank
I
you,
just want to
Tina Til.
remind you're welcome. I just want to remind the viewers to remember to go to my website, tinatilton.com, to register to win tickets to the Classic R&B Funk Tour, Saturday, June 18th at the Showplace Arena at the Agri Center. Featuring my special guest, Kevin Yarbrough and Miss Elisa Peoples right here. Right there.
Come on out and
Right
party with us,
there.
gang.
Right there.
Y'all come on out and party.
Wear some
Yeah, that's right.
comfortable
Brings what?
shoes. Wear some comfortable shoes.
Comfortable shoes.
And be ready to get out on that, get out and dance and holler and scream and have a really good time. COVID has had us pent up, and where we've not been able to get out and do anything. This is one of those moments when you can actually get out and let your hair down.
Act like you know how to. We're at church.
Act like you know how to party.
Wait a minute now. Are we going to church or are we going to a party?
We're going to have it all. We're going to have it all.
We're going to have it all. So we do need our shouting shoes.
There you go. There you go.
You never know what's going to happen.
You two are so funny and adorable. I can't wait to put my arms around you and give you a big hug.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being on again. Remember, you guys, these Yarbrough and Peoples will be joined with Larry Dotson, the Mary Jane Girls, Climax, Bunny DeBarge. Did I leave in that Brick, of whom I'll be interviewing tomorrow? So you can always purchase those tickets too by going to www.classicrnbfunktour.com. Again, thank you, Yarbrough and Peoples, for being with us on Tina Tilton's The Blend, and thank you for watching. Until next time,
we love
you. Love you too. Bye bye, y'all.
Don't y'all stop.
Don't stop that music. You heard her.